Oh, yeah, we live.
Daylight. Mobbing on Earth, boy. Showtime. Hey.
D-Mark got that heat.
Curtain call, let the show begin. I know it's hurting y'all the way I'm going in. I need a murder dog covered for the times I was killing shit and y'all ain't know it then. Working hard, long hours in the trap, in my bag like some dope again. It's that blue magic, no Nicky Barnes cut. Niggas know who I'm doper than. Everybody, old nigga, new nigga, only see a challenge in a few niggas. A lot of y'all can wipe the smile off your face on the mob, it ain't none of you niggas. I just put the switch on the new blicker, rapid fire spitting, it's a boost nigga. 2 Street for a lot of you niggas, hard knock life, fighting 2 jigger. Back on my shit again, endurance, I tire him out like it's Mitchell and I'm about to put on that shit again. I was trying to be humble, but fuck it, I'm still a man. Don't rap like a kilogram. They finna spin us up top like a ceiling fan. I'm about to pop like a trigger man. From that hustling stock, so I'm more about my dividends. It's showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind. Had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time. Now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time. Now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga, pulling on the nigga. I should pull a Kevin, kick her in the titty. Nah, I'm being petty, baby, I'm just kidding. Going with your move, I ain't even tripping. I had groupie back when I was in the kitchen. Had 3 counted, catching what I'm pitching. Montana way, started with the dishes. Out of town played, not the pocket trip. Real G's round me, we don't do the fiction. Niggas rub me wrong, it gon' be some friction. It gon' be a spark, I'ma stand on business. Ain't no favorite I can stand them niggas, they gon' lay in dirt. Candlelight visuals, face on the shirt. Now you get the picture, Psalm 23. Now you get the scripture, homies, they gon' fly. They done got religion. I be outside, functioning with killers. Police outside, hunting for the dealer. Bitches mouth wide, hungry for a nigga. I ain't even drop no money on the ticker. True player, I be turned with the ism. Bad bitches know the vibe I be giving. Fuck the haters and the lie they been telling. They'll make the news at noon 10 and 11. Showtime, it's showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind. Had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time. Now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time. Now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga, showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind. Had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time. Now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time. Now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga.
You want to come off that gate with you got wrong. About to start the show in a minute.
My ambitions as a
I can't deny it. I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no got the cake and everything with me. Can you step on me, a nigga? OB.
My ambitions as a
I can't deny it. I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no got the cake and everything with me. Can you step on me, a nigga? OB.
I'm already a stepper, so you ain't really gotta push me. I'ma slide on whoever I hear profession, they the bully. Wanna get on my level, but they can't because they pussy. I don't fold under pressure, forever tethered to this fully. Bow down bitches in the presence of this mob figure. All about the dollars cause they rule under God, nigga. To be a mobster, know you gotta live by the code. Even if it means sitting down for life, no parole. Cause mob niggas step on shit and slang white. Suckers play, they get hit up the same night. And you won't find a nigga live, but to show the opposition there ain't no competition. It's my ambition as a slider.
I can't deny it. I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no got the cake and everything with me. Can you step on me, a nigga? OB.
My ambitions as a
I
slider.
can't deny it. I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. You don't want no got the cake and everything with me. Can you step on me, a nigga? OB.
My ambitions as a
Selling
slider.
brothers a dog, trying to be a rap star. I made a play with the hard, they ratted, I got charged. Born and bred the hustle, get it up out the gutter. I'm hardened by the struggle, so under pressure I ain't budging. Never been robbed, them pussies had to steal from me. Was this some fake friend dirty? If it was real money, you ain't in the mob, little nigga, you in the fucking way. Chill with all them throwback bad picture, go make another play. Tied to the street through my actions, this ain't the other day. Light your whole shit off the rip, won't get another day. Bitch, and you won't find a nigga wilder. Show these little industry niggas they can get it. Is my ambitions as a slider. Deny it, I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. Got the drink and nothing in with me. Can they step on me, a nigga OB? My ambitions as a slider. I can't deny it, I'm a straight slider. You don't want no smoke with me. Got the drink and nothing in with me. Can they step on me, a nigga OB? My ambitions as a slider.
Yeah, boy. Hey, man, say, man, it's your boy DAA, man. Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another Rise and Grind live show. Episode number 20. Yeah. Hold up on the ass. Sure. Hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. Ain't nobody in here yet, but you know we don't let nothing stop nothing. The game don't wait. Catch the bus running. But yeah. So, ain't gonna even waste no more time, bro. Right off the bat, you know, we just played the Showtime joint. When we came in. Ambitions of a Slider, exclusive off of the Get Rich or Die Mobbing mixtape, which unfortunately whatever got postponed, you know what I'm saying? I had to push that thing back. Schedule conflict, got a lot going on, you know what I mean? A lot of things I'm trying to get order, you know, the rollout and all. Some mixes I'm still waiting on. Things really got crazy because I only got one of the features back. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody else folded. I don't know. I guess they scared to rap with niggas. Nah, that shit though. Fucking, I shouldn't do that because that's the homie. But like, I'm a rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I send you a verse, or if I send you a record for you to put a 16 on, and like within 3 weeks, like you ain't got that shit, I don't know, bro. I'ma talk my shit. I'ma think niggas scared to rap with a nigga, which is understandable. You understand what I'm saying? I'm one of them. But yeah, anyway, speaking of rap, we got an update in the young Dolph situation. You know what I mean? Murder trial. Straight drop nigga. You know, he already went to trial, got life. You know what I mean? Plus 30, I think, or 35, something like that. And now, the alleged mastermind, Hernandez Goban, I believe, it was an orange hat or some shit like that, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. Anyway, he showed up or whatever and had a court appointment. What up, Capo? Anyway, he had a motion hearing, you know what I mean, yesterday. And he has the motion hearing actually continued today. But I'm gonna play this clip for y'all. Hernandez Goban reject plea deal in Young Dolph murder case. Memphis, Tennessee. The alleged mastermind behind Memphis rapper Young Dolph's death appeared in court Monday morning, ahead of his trial scheduled for next month. Hernandez Govan is facing charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy, and attempted first-degree murder in connection with the crime in November of 2021. It wasn't until a year later, in November 2022, that Govan was indicted. Govan has been out on bond since 2023. He was expected in court on Monday for a motion hearing. This after several motions were filed. In one filing, there is an effort by the defense to suppress some evidence. And in another motion, the defense had asked the court to dismiss the indictment. He rejected the offer to settle with a guilty plea. Pre-trial motions will continue on Tuesday for Govan. His trial has been reset several times this year. It's now scheduled for August the 18th. So yeah, that's what's going on or whatever with alleged mastermind. Also worth noting that during the motion hearings, the public as well as the media were denied access to the courtroom. So I don't know if that's just for the motion hearing. I don't know if that's gonna be a stipulation throughout the trial, because in most state cases, cameras and all of that are allowed inside, recording devices, etc. Now, in federal cases, no. That's why when I was covering the Diddy trial, we weren't seeing any live things except what you saw outside. Everything else was pretty much court sketches. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know if because of the motion or maybe like I said, the defense was moving to suppress certain evidence, and there was probably sensitive things being discussed or whatever within there. He's been going through a lot, like back and forth to court. Like I said, winning the custody, he was indicted in 2022. Been out on bond since 2023. You know what I mean? So for the last 2 years, bro, been like, running around. He did the interview with Stan G, and that shit got him barked at in court. I covered that too. And yeah, bro. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, the trial is gonna end. Gonna start August the 18th. So we'll be covering that for sure. That damn sure didn't cover the straight drop case. And speaking of Stan G, Stan G done made his way on No Jumper. I guess, like I said, bro, he's going to be the loose cannon of Memphis. Hernandez Govan. Hernandez Govan would be his big U. Now, I don't know. Or, who knows, I ain't even gonna try to play charades. He weighed in on the whole Young Dolph situation or whatever, stating that Black Youngster had been in hiding since, Dolph passed. And I didn't really think about that, because I was just thinking to myself the other day, like, what happened to that hyperactive nigga? You know what I'm saying? But We're gonna see what Stan G got to say on No Jumper about Black Youngster being there hot. Daylight TV. Let's get it.
What's the deal with Wack? Because when you announced on your story or something that you were coming on this podcast, and Wack hit me up as if I was having Osama bin Laden on the podcast. He's like, "Well, how are you gonna have an op who says this about my girl?" And say, like, absolutely blowing me up, losing his fucking mind.
What did he say?
Losing his mind. Oh my! Let's keep it real now. I ain't even gonna hold nothing back. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro, since I'm here. I done hit about 5 emails from Clubhouse.
That's hard. I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. I probably hit about 500 from Instagram.
Woo! Hey, Dolph, man, this is 500. Hey, you to go. You to go.
Thank you. I'm just saying, meeting girls online. That's
it ain't that hard.
That's just how we do it now.
It ain't hard.
I probably been 100 girls on Tinder.
Everybody try like they know me folks off of the internet now.
I ain't been on Tinder in 10 years, and I probably banged 100 girls on Tinder.
That's why I need to get on Plug Talk.
There are different bars in LA that I probably banged 100 girls.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know if I want. I put it like this: if I did fuck 100 bitches, it would not be public information. Like, unless all of them bitches got together and started snitching, like, there's nothing even play. Like, I get it, he's like on the porn star shit or whatever, but if I put it like this: if you slept with 100 bitches and you ain't got, I'm the player, man. Like, I don't know. I couldn't, I ain't exclusive. But anyway, we ain't talking about that. I don't know. I ain't, especially not over the fucking gram, nigga. I'm not hitting 100 bitches over anything. Like, straight up.
That's from like I used to go to that bar and I like 100 girls, and then I had to switch my bar.
For real.
But I'm talking, this was like 10 years ago. But yeah.
That boy going crazy.
No, that's crazy. I don't got AIDS or nothing.
Yeah, that's wild right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
At the same time,
Thank
though.
you, Jesus.
Yeah, man. But you know, it's major stuff going on in Memphis. Like, I'm like the leader of Memphis too. Like, let's get back to what you were trying to say.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like I'm a street journalist, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I'm a street journalist. You know what I'm saying? I did interviews with folks like Paper Ralph Fizzle, folks like B.O. Lil Kenny. Before y'all did B.O. Lil Kenny, the Wack came to me and got that information from me. You know what I'm saying? And he brought them folks up here. And when it's so many folks, but I ain't gonna keep on calling for nine. I keep nine.
So are you more of a CMG guy or a PRE guy?
See, I'm more of a Stan G guy. You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, I'm a realist. So I feel like, man, whatever you do wrong must come.
So now you get the Stan G guy. If you would paper out to the core, like to the whole version. I mean, to the ball with it, it's Dolph world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your ass is over there crashing out about Dolph or whatever on that internet. Come to find out, your ass only met the nigga like 3-4 times. I don't even know you actually did no business with dog. You just a nigga in a picture.
Come back around in a circle, just like you know what I'm talking about. If you did wrong and everybody know it's blatant, the truth is out in the open. You sent that type of energy towards the young Dolph way, and you got no young Dolph knocked off, and it's just what it is.
You said he got young
Dolph knocked off. Yeah,
okay.
Because the energy he put out.
Said
there,
that. No, I mean, okay.
Because the energy he put out. If he ain't put that type of energy out, it wouldn't have never ended up just like that. If God would have put some positive energy out, like we gonna come together, it would have went out a whole nother type of way. But if you put out negative energy,
on this own lane, you know you got folks who really with it. Rah, 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 rah. You don't gonna be ready to ride out. You see the dog jacket.
Dog going crazy, nigga. Oh man, dog. Hey yo, you know who this nigga look like right now? With the chain, with the little initial on it, and the leather jacket. You know that good leather that stay cool when it's hot. That nigga look like DJ from Hustle and the Flow. Like he really got that nigga outfit on right now. He just ain't got no slacks. But that nigga dead ass dressed like DJ. He got that goddamn weather jacket. It's winter. It's summertime, nigga. It's summertime. Your ass is in LA with a weather on. I don't know what they'll be doing there. How cold it would be in that studio? They keep the temperature at a medium so everybody can kind of like wear their drip according to how they want to wear it.
Got ready. The dog even just got ready, man. The dog even just got ready, man. That's how really get, man. That's how really get. The dog get ready when it happen like that, man.
You got that dog.
Man.
Wait a minute. All right, but okay, if you want to go all the way back to the very beginning, it's like Gotti wants to sign Dolph. Dolph says, "F you, I'm doing my own thing." At the time, this is no big deal because rappers turn down big dogs who want to sign them all the time. I had a million different rappers sit here and talk about how they turn down Gucci Mane, etc. Now, Memphis is a different thing because motherfuckers are territorial out there and it feels like it just carries more weight than in a lot of situations. But basically, you know, Gotti thought that he was going to be able to do the thing that I'm sure he's done a million times before.
Exactly.
You try to sign an artist, they tell you to fuck off. And so you say, all right, I'm going to make sure you don't have a career. And then he does everything that he could possibly do to make sure that this person's career does not bloom. Unfortunately, it became clear very quickly that Young Dolph was going to be a star. And so Gotti waged war with him through music.
Nobody tell Gotti no. This is the only thing I say. Everything you saying real. Right. Okay. I'm just saying folks ain't going to tell him no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He comes to somebody in Memphis try to sign him. They sign. You say how Block Boy got JB when he got this song with Drake. Yeah. And he signed quick fast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So nobody never tell Gotti no. You know what I'm talking about?
He waited 2 years. He wasn't going to get it back like he got him, sure.
Yeah. So.
But okay. So then Dolph becomes huge. Gotti really, in a way, is blowing him up by doing battle with him. Black youngsters going to neighborhoods and spazzing out on him, making all these videos and shit. Really doing a lot of federal shit that if Dolph was still here, Gotti and him would not be doing this shit.
Exactly.
Way too federal when you look back on it.
You know what I'm talking about? But at the same time, now he in hide mode because he can't even push that agenda. No, he can't sell no music. He can't sell. He don't want to be. He gonna be on Pop the Balloon.
Rico, yeah.
He gonna be on Pop the Balloon now, and then he gonna be in a secrecy when he do that, like in a private building. So he missed his whole life of going there at somebody that he been going at for a long time. See, it's a long story behind Black Youngster. Black Youngster was hanging with one of Gotti enemies before he got with Gotti. Okay. So Black Youngster is.
Damn, I didn't even know that. Which enemy was that?
It's somebody who just jump around for the money. He's just a send out. He one of the biggest send outs from Memphis. They're just keeping it real.
But Black Youngster used to be the king of doing crazy viral shit week after week. And now, like, I'm looking at Apple Music the other day. I'm like, oh, he put an album out. I didn't even know. I had no idea. And he ain't doing any crazy viral antics anymore. What happened to the old Black Youngster?
Because he's trying to have this case so big now. This Young Dolph situation so big now. And then he come out the next day and do this song about.
Now, this is where I have the issue with Stan G. The same thing that I told y'all I had an issue with the tech nigga that was down with UNLV, you know, out of New Orleans. You really sitting here implicating people in murder. Not a shooting where a nigga got popped and he alright, that's assault with a deadly. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing like that. Not a nigga got beat up or jumped or murder, nigga. And you putting labels on there like that, but then You supposed to be like street. I understand being a content creator and a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's a tricky line to walk. I hear you, though. But it ain't that damn tricky. You know what you should and shouldn't be doing, what you shouldn't say on here. You know what I mean?
A dog, the dog, you know what I'm saying, passed away, got unalived and everything like that. So I'm looking at him like, man, you crazy. But he thought that they see, God even thought, man, they gonna make him look like he a big bad, like, yeah, I'm a gangster now. Nah, it made everything go down in your life. Look at Gucci and Jeezy. Yeah. Them folks came together and made some more money off they beat just because they ain't end up doing each other. If they would have did each other, then one would have went all the way down. See, this right here show the world, man, if you do the wrong person, man, you messed up in the game, especially coming from Memphis, because Memphis, you know what I'm talking about, like, Stan G, I'm the heart of the South, man, you know what I'm talking about, there's a lot of love going around Memphis, you know what I'm talking about.
But you're acting like Gotti got Dolph killed.
Come on,
it's
man.
not that
like,
simple, right?
It's the energy.
So when your op gets...
He's saying the energy. But like in other interviews, you already implicated the nigga who you interviewed, who we just spoke about, Hernandez Govan, got him implicated at taking the money from Gotti's brother, Big Jook, to knock Dolph off. And Jook gone, so like, you know, this shit came out in a straight drop situation.
Killed, it don't matter if you had anything to do with it. From the fans' perspective, you might as well have.
You might as well have at this point, because you lost all the say. His last artist is Glorilla. She doing crazy because he putting a crazy bag behind Glorilla.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. So Glorilla, she gonna shine regardless right now. But when he go over there and dealing with them Texas boys, them folk got hit up. Them folk got hit up everywhere you go to, like the Fed watching it. You know what I'm talking about? He signed that boy over here. That boy ended up going to jail. So they watching that boy so close right now because they you know what I'm talking about? The cases.
You gotta be talking about 42. Must be. You know, 42, huh? Like doing this shit.
August, you know what I'm talking about? I talked to Govan. I did an interview with Hernandez Govan, the dude who set the whole supposedly, you know what I'm saying, Dolph murder up. You know what I'm talking about? He the mastermind. You know what I'm talking about? One of the mastermind for our Big Jook. He was linked to Big Jook. And when I did the interview, it hit so hard. The news picked it up and said he can't do no more interviews. Vlad tried to get him $10,000 to do an interview with him, but he couldn't do the interview because when he went on my channel, the judge said, "Nah, you can't do no more interviews." You know what I'm talking about? And then it hit so hard, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody did the recaps and everything, you know what I'm talking about? And it just hit so hard because he, like, usually only people who really big in the game, news broadcasters, and then these days, we getting all that. They like, nah, they sitting back looking at us like, man, we might well do what they doing now. Cause we got the motion. We the motion now. And they were going on. Motion.
I ain't gonna lie. On a couple grounds, even a broken clock is right twice a day. He right about one thing. It's a lot of power in independent media, you know, especially when it comes down to like the hip hop news and all of that, because a lot of these YouTubers and bloggers are actually from these hoods where these people are from and where this, you know, a lot of this beef is taking place. So it's probably easier for a dude, you know what I mean, like from the hood that just got, you know, a phone set up or a camera set up in his room, you know what I mean, a little StreamYard, whatever the niggas be using, and holding a little online interview or phone interview and recording that bitch and just put the, you know what I mean, put the news out there like firsthand. You know, even what he was saying about Jeezy and Gucci. Yeah, like, you know, there was the situation allegedly, you know what I mean, with the whole Gucci logo thing. Him getting unalive by Gucci and all that. We can talk about it because, you know, it's out there. I mean, we address that shit on the earth. If they had sat here and took each other out, yeah, it would have definitely been some shit. You know what I'm saying? Whoever did what would have got indicted for sure. Danny Willis would have loved to have either Jeezy or Gucci or whatever in her courtroom, I'm sure. The way she ride. And yeah, but instead, you know, them niggas just made music. They did the verses, you know what I mean? Legendary. Like, that might be the most legendary verses outside of the Dipset and the Lock shit. You know what I mean? That was a legendary joint, though. So, yeah, he ain't on there. Finish this shit up.
And when I put out a story, the other day I put out a story, Young Mob had ended up catching a Rico. You know what I'm talking about? And I put out a story. An hour later, the news ran the same story.
Young M.A. has a Rico?
No, Young Mob.
Okay. Young Mob.
You had them up here. You know what I'm saying? B.O. Lil Kenny and Stupid Duke. You know what I'm talking about?
All them. All right.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? You know, Stupid Duke been gone.
They got a Rico?
Yeah, they got a Rico. It was announced like 3 days ago that they got a Rico.
Really?
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, but B.O. Lil Kenny, shout out to that guy. He's straight, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. He ducked off or whatever, but at the same time though, it just like things like that I be up on quick fast because I know these people. You know what I'm talking about. I did interviews with these people. You know what I'm talking about. I'm on a whole nother level in the game. Oh man, y'all already know what's going on. The extra large is jack, and I was not live out there for real.
If you haven't checked out.
So, all right. That's NG on this weighing in on this. I done had conversations with Stan G before on Clubhouse. Like I told y'all, I believe he's the one that called Whack in the Room. When I said that Whack was in the algorithm more than any of the artists that he managed. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, what we saying. And I was on him or whatever and shit when that video came out with that nigga high out of his mind and shit. Boy sitting on that dirty ass rug in his boxes and shit like that. Lady said, "You gotta get up, bud. You gotta get up." Your ass out here nodding out on that liquid dope pop. But yesterday, I touched on Hot Boy TURK and him being kicked off the tour, you know, Cash Money and all that. And basically him saying that, you know, nobody on Cash Money is actually cutting his check to be able to actually kick him off the tour. But so if the promoter, in order for the promoter to kick him off the tour, they would have to terminate the contract And in order for them to terminate the contract, they have to have like just cause, right? So with that, so now he talked about the whole situation with Nashville, I want to say Florida, and he basically demanded that, you know, he get all of his money when they did the Chicago date, right? Well, I don't think Turk went to Chicago. The reason being is BG.
TURK said sorry.
Hot Boy B Jizzle. I believe this might be in Chicago because logistically it makes sense. Because in here he said that they going to Detroit next. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I watched it. And ain't no Turk around. And he speaks on Turk being kicked off of the tour and all of that or whatever. So let's get into that. See what we hit on.
Anybody got a fight? Said TURK said sorry. Anybody got a fire bounce playlist, man? Send that to me, man. You know I'm a bounce, baby. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? New Orleans finest, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't send that to man. You dig? Who that is, man? Why TURK ain't on the tour no more? Nigga acting like a turkey. Must be addressing all that like that. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who is on this. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You dig? I know who is clocking. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matter to me, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Period. You hear me? I got that new song. You know what I'm saying? About to come out. You know what I'm saying? Featuring my Lil Wayne, featuring my Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's on. Oh man, this bitch about to go.
Hold up, I watched this shit. Where the fuck was I when he said he was doing the joint with Wayne and Busta? That's gonna be different. I wonder who produced it. Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. You had BG, Wayne, and Busta Rhymes on the Manny Fresh beat. I love to hear what that sound like.
So crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then I got this Louisiana mom about to drop. I got like, damn, oh man, my Juvie about to drop the video too. I think it's next Thursday with me, him, and Jacquees that doze off. You know what I'm saying? So Juvie about to drop. You know what I'm saying? Bam, Juvie gonna drop first, and then I'm gonna double back. You know what I'm saying, with this record with me and Juvie. You know what I'm saying? I got the video already done for that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Then I got the me and Lil Wayne, you dig, and Busta Rhymes, you know what I'm saying, record that's about to drop. And then I got the me and Boosie album that's on the way. You hear me? So get ready for that BG and Boosie album. You hear me? That
BG and Boosie album. I ain't gonna lie. Boosie had some cool shit that he can put out. You know what I'm saying? But I think or whatever and shit, they'll do some dope shit. Cause like, you know, they was really rocking with each other and everything like that, even before they both did their bids. So yeah, I'd like to see what that sound like. You know what I mean? And they got good ears for production and shit like that or whatever. So hopefully, yeah, man. Street get a classic. I know Street mad about that one.
BG and Boosie album, that bitch about to be what the streets been missing on my mama. You hear me?
I ain't gonna lie, I would have thought that probably would have happened before Gucci shit.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when Boosie getting his zone, he getting his zone. You know what I'm saying? You know when I get in my zone, I get in my zone. You know what I'm saying? So you got that motherfucking BG and Boosie about the motherfucking drop. You know what I'm saying? And that bitch about the, man, yeah, man. I ain't even studying. You hear me? I ain't studying none of you dig? I'm just cooling right now though, man. Like we outside, man, cooling, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside the tour bus. You did just chilling, man, smoking me a cigarette, you know what I'm saying? Sipping on a cold drink. You did, man, my diesel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We about to head to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Detroit, man. Detroit.
Yeah, shout out to the D. Man, we just chopping, we just did a spill on Hot Beezo yesterday. Well, we did. That nigga Tech 9 from UNLV. He had a lot to say about Hot Beezo. Birdman too. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know, BG's introduction, I think, happened on the UNLV record.
Detroit, I'm expecting y'all to show up and show out. You know, Detroit is my second home. You know, after the Hurricane Katrina, you know what I'm saying, I moved to Detroit. You dig? I was living in Southfield. You know what I'm saying? Then I was living in off 14. I was way off 14 Mile and Lasher. You heard me? So y'all already know. If you from that area, you already know where, you know what I'm saying, where that was at. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I had the spot, you know what I'm saying, in Southfield. Then I had the spot waiting in West Bloomfield Hills. But at the end of the day, I was all on Schoolcraft in Greenfield. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my over there off Gratiot. All my live.
Now, Schoolcraft and Greenfield, nigga, I want to say that's where T. Stuckey, Improved, rest in peace, had got fired on or whatever with the chopper, and then Stuck fired back or whatever and shit. Ended up catching the bid for that the gun, I believe. I mean, he did 4 years for that. So, yeah, that's crazy.
Wood, 8 Mile, 7 Mile, 6 Mile, Joy Road, you know what I'm saying? But we on our way to Detroit, man. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And you know they've been telling me this bitch almost sold out, man. So I already know Detroit about to show up and show out, man. So we on our way to Detroit, man. You hear me? And we about to put on, you know what I'm saying, how we put on. And that's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I see somebody in there, hashtag 7 Mile, like a gangster. You hear me? Shout out to the Cheddar Boys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Street Laws. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to, man, Blake, man, listen, man. Blake, like, shout out to my Trick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my in the D, man. You know
I think you meant to say Blade. Rest in peace, Blade. Shout out Detroit Diamond. You know what I'm saying? She was on Netflix, had that nigga Big Sean do the Blade dance and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, rest in peace, Blade and shit.
I'm saying, I ran through that bitch from the east side to the west side, man. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, man, I've been asking about a lot of my food spots I used to.
Holy got an auntie out there. And that's how Dogface or whatever was connected to you. You know what I'm saying? You know about Dogface or whatever, you know, I reacted to the chick with him and Baby Truth or whatever. Getting into it on the live.
Be hitting like Connie and Barbara, you know what I'm saying, right off Greenfield, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, man, Connie and Barbara, you know what I'm saying? So I'm coming through. Once I get to the D, I'm coming through. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'm popping out, you know what I'm saying, in the hood. Like, I'm trying to find out
That's if we're gonna get into TURK now, explaining.
So what happened? You know what I'm saying?
So now we're gonna get into TURK on Beehive Radio, Radio Shawty. Shout out Beehive. Speaking on the tour, we'll probably go back, you know what I'm saying, and get to the tour. But first, we kind of know what happened with that, right? So TURK dropped his album Joseph, I believe, yesterday. And I saw a report that it got removed off certain DSPs. So I'm gonna play this clip, you know what I mean, this segment of it, and you know, about the album and all that and what happened, and then we're gonna break this down to how we
because I would like to be, you know, doing what I do, giving my fans what they want, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all good. We got time to get up in Memphis and OKC, you know what I'm saying? And if Live Nation want to do anything else, they have their church to do that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm available, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for business, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And we just gonna keep it pushing. It ain't nothing personal with me. I understand, you know what I'm talking about?
In the midst of all this, though, TURK, you're dropping that whole album in this thing. Okay. Joseph, which you have been working on for the last year or so.
Exactly.
You dropped that to critical acclaim. A lot of people are saying that that's one of their favorite albums of all time. People are going crazy. My phone is blowing up. They say, you told us what the hell's going on, and it's the real deal. How do you feel about the reception to Joseph?
Hey, you know what? God got a very good sense of humor, bro. You feel me? Because Lord knows I was pissed off.
Yeah.
But when them fans came, bro, and my album dropped, right? And for some strange reason, the devil always still busy, you know, trying to send me out. The album went up.
The album
we started promoting.
and went crazy.
Yeah.
Like the numbers went through the roof.
Yeah.
We had people calling, where can I find the album?
Oh
we
my
put
God.
the link out.
Like it was
you know,
crack.
I
I never experienced that. Let's say that. I never ever experienced that, bro. Because it was like, I felt like an NBA young boy, bro.
Yeah.
I felt like that moment, like when they found out he was going on tour. That's how the fans was coming, and bro, I was like,
oh my God.
Like it was crazy. I even had people sending me audio, audio in my DM crying.
See that?
Saying that they're Joseph, you know what I'm saying? I let you hear one of the the what you call me, and it was a guy who was bashing me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You heard what he said, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's just crazy. It's a lot more of that. So to feel that fandom like going crazy about my music, bro, from the beginning to the end, they saying they'd listen to it 5 times, 10 times, over and over. And that U2 movement, that song there, my wife called it. She said this is a hit. And
man, I'm happy for TURK or whatever and shit and that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga finally, you know, got in his bag, you know what I mean, and getting that like perception. Cause yo, what up, y'all? I didn't even see anybody was in the chat. But yeah, that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't listened to the album yet. I said I was gonna listen to it because of the way he was popping it. And not to mention when he was on the live, with some of the beats that he had playing and shit was like on there, the production sounds solid. So I'd like to see how you know, how he got on it, you know what I mean? But
words in that song be, it kind of resonated with what was going on, and it just felt like God say, it's your time. You know what I'm saying?
And so after all of this hype and everybody's so excited and listening to the album, all of a sudden the album gone.
Oh my goodness.
Nowhere to be found.
That roller coaster again.
My God.
Nowhere to be found. It's took down from YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. They can't find it. So of course,
even my private link was hacked up. I don't know if it was some hackers on a Sunday. Boy, that's some power. That was some power.
When that happened, like our heart just dropped.
But me being a guerrilla marketer that I am, I have my own app, which is on App Store right now and Google Play. Hot Boy Turk, you know what I'm saying? It's like God prepared me for these times, and I didn't know what was going on, but I got the app and I was able to put my music on this app, and shout out to Even as well. I put all my music on there, so that way it's direct straight to the fans. You know what I'm saying? And I think God showed people that this is the new way of how we gonna do something like how Nipsey.
That's dope though. Like he definitely seemed like he on his shit. You know, shout out to Imani and everything like that. She doing the management thing, I'm pretty sure. You know, she been holding it down or whatever and shit. Like they got a dope story and shit, just considering that when that whole situation happened in the like hotel room or whatever the case may be between them, like, you know what I mean, or when the police ran in there and caught the bed, they hadn't even been together that long. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the whole idea that, you know, they kind of got from there to there, shootout with, I mean, you can call it a shootout because that's what he got charged. But, you know, hang out with the police in the hotel room, 10-year bid, you know what I'm saying? And then come out and now y'all, you know, y'all shaking it up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, but that's crazy that the album got taken down or whatever and shit. And you said Spotify. I saw that it got taken off Spotify. I didn't know about the other platform. The first thing I started thinking was that Universal, I believe, had about a 33% stake in Spotify. So we all know that Birdman is in big business with Universal. So I'm wondering if, you know, they just pulled a fast one, like, you know, made the nigga heart race a little bit. Well, homie said he was prepared. He had an app, you understand, that he could put his music on and all of that. So, I don't know, man. Like, you know, Turk came ready to play. You know what I mean?
Was doing what he was doing and people ain't understand it. I feel like God used me to show other people, look, this is the new way of how we gonna do these things as far as in the business of music and whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Your fans should be treated like family, you know what I'm saying? Because they gonna be there in a clutch and they gonna support, bro. And I want to let my fans know, hold on, babe, I know you gonna come. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. I love y'all, for real. Go ahead.
So the thing about it, the album being taken down is, it's good that we still had an avenue to get the music to the fans because that's what's important. They gonna make it do what it do regardless. But you have to look at the fact that all the numbers from the streams that were there are gone. It's still not back up on Apple Music. And this can potentially affect monetization. Any deal that Turk could get that's based on like streams or anything like that, you know, it can affect it going to the next level. So, but on the other hand, but on the same hand,
but God,
it's still in control. It's still in control. You know what I'm saying?
Imani always on that business level, like you know, that's what she do. But I didn't look at it like that at first because I'm a person that always be like, man, I don't care about numbers. But Imani
care about
them numbers because the numbers is what take care of my family. You feel me? So, but it's back up right now, whatever technical problem it was, you know what I'm saying? It's still not up on Apple Music, but it's up on all other platforms. The link is in my bio on original Hot Boy Turk. A lot of people are making videos. They doing reviews of the album, bro. Like I said, I never had this. It's going crazy.
Oh my God. It's going crazy. My DMs are filled with people talking about this album. You know, it's just crazy. They like, everybody in Texas on the album.
And look at the numbers. Like, look at the numbers on my Instagram. Bro, I have gotten at least 6,000 new followers in less than 24 hours. Not ghost followers, real followers. I'm talking about, you can see the people in the comments talking, real people. And I know they was real because I told them to send me their emails. So now I got all this data, you know what I'm saying? And when I drop something else, guess what? I got a direct connect with
email. Come on.
We got you.
Exactly.
So, you know, I say that was a blessing in disguise.
Hey, let me tell y'all something, man. We artists watching this shit. That email list, bro, if you get 1,000 emails, if you get 100 out of them 1,000, really down with you, let's just say, yo, you drop a t-shirt every month, and they buy the t-shirt, $30, whatever, right? That shit, $3,000 a month, nigga, that's rent money. Even in New York, that's rent money. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, like, hey, bro, you know, you definitely got to take your destiny in your own hands, bro. Like, you know, just figure out how to monetize your brand. So shout out to TURK or whatever, you know, all the adversity, all the kiki, ha-ha, whatever and shit. Like, people saying he the weakest hot boy or whatever and shit, but homie really mashing out independent with it. You know what I mean? And he's getting a bigger response over his independent release than he did when he was dropping the Young and Thuggin' album or whatever on Cash Money. And even though they dropped the ball on the marketing, I'm pretty sure they still spent way more on marketing than TURK probably spent this go round. He did. So yeah, shout out to Tweez, man.
I'm just give God all the glory.
All of it.
You know, the name of my project is Joseph. If you know the story of Joseph, bro, Joseph went through lies, betrayal, deception, you know what I'm saying? All because he had favor on his life. I feel like Joseph, bro. You know what I'm saying? My name Hot Boy TURK, but you could call me Joseph. I have a song on the album called Joseph where I'm talking about my wife, you know, being a breast cancer survivor, talking about my twin, talking about, you know, me going to prison and she holding it down, me coming home and holding her down, and, you know, the things that we went through, and just a summary of that song right there, telling our story, you know, and that's one of the best songs, plus the one you like, Best Revenge.
Come on, CeeLo Green.
Listen, to me, Joseph is full of nothing but hits. That's to me. You can listen to it without skipping.
Come on now.
You know, so
from front to back, people have been saying, I listened to it more than once, bro. And this is not no publicity stunt. Because a lot of people might say, hold on, man, this stuff is just calculated too. Bro, when God is in control, man, it blows my mind, bro.
Come on.
And I'm not taking no credit for anything, because I be sad at times. I ain't lying. I be mad and sad, angry. But then God always got a way of reassuring me, bro, because the world know, bro. And I'm not asking nobody to feel sorry, have no sympathy or nothing. But I don't have no ops in my eyes. You feel me? The only op I got is opportunity.
That's right.
So when I see people saying things, I know they misled. So that's another reason I get on podcasts, because I be wanting people to get to know the TURK for who I say, not what somebody then put a caption and because they don't be there. Hear from the horse's mouth.
I ain't gonna lie. What's interesting about this shit is, though, out of all of them niggas, TURK really got a handle on it. Shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, niggas definitely got better with the interviews and all of that shit. Like, you know, shout out TURK. But So that's what's going on or whatever in the world of Cash Money. I do have update on actually gonna stay in New Orleans real quick.
What's up? Welcome to Port.
So yesterday, while we talked on TURK or whatever, hey, y'all got 2 in a row or whatever on daylight TV, man. Well, no shout out to Tech and everything, because you out here snitching on people and shit. But, you know, TURK, what up, man? You know what I'm saying? Might have to try to line something up. Yeah, dog. So, yesterday, you know, we got into Tech 9 of UNLV. Dry snitching, wet snitching. I mean, he had every level of humidity you could think of on the snitch factor. Basically implicating Birdman, Terrence Gangster Williams, and Hot Beezer in the death of UNLV member Yellow Boy, who got killed after allegedly, well, they're saying that the situation, the fight or the actual shooting where Yellow Boy shot up 3 of Baby's cars in New Orleans East. You know, he wasn't in them, but he just lit the cars up. Y'all know how Stunner feel about his cars. You know. Tech is saying that, you know, that's what got Yellow Boy killed or whatever, and that, you know, Cash Money was responsible and Hot Beezer actually did the wet work, allegedly. So then he went on to say that he was doing it because he was tired of people knowing this shit and then still showing these niggas all his love. And then he, you know, was giving an excuse why he didn't slide because he was a junkie banging that pearl in his arm. So, yeah, let's get into what this nigga talking about now. Back at Skip from UTP. I didn't see what Skip said. We might go back.
What's up? Welcome to Porch News. It's your boy Tech 9. And people, it's hot outside. So get out the street, come chill on the porch with me. It's your first time on the porch, welcome and thank you. Today I take y'all on a little trip, but it's still Porch News. Me and the family took a little trip out to the beach and enjoying this beautiful weather, enjoying life, enjoying the water, you know, and let the haters hate. Enjoying life over here on this side, get money. Today I definitely want to address a few things like disloyalty and hate. When it comes to disloyalty, I'm really surprised at some of these clowns in my hood, how they turned on me. And what I mean by that is a lot of these boys in my hood, first of all, I'm going to try to keep the profanity down and abide by YouTube guidelines. So I'm a work in progress. It's a beautiful sight, ain't it? Yeah, enjoying life, getting money. Y'all can hate, stretch yourself out of it if you want to. But anyway, man.
Enjoying life, keeping the profanity down to abide by YouTube guidelines or community guidelines. I mean, damn, bro, like you supposed to be a street nigga. What happened to the street guidelines? Why don't you keep telling them? enjoying life, you trying to get a nigga life. Like, for real, dog.
I want to check you clowns in my hood for turning y'all back on me and riding with the internet wave and calling me a rat. First of all, in my opinion, a rat is somebody who commit a crime with somebody else and then sit down with the people, with the laws, and try to wiggle their way out of punishment. I've committed.
So, and I discussed this shit or whatever on Clubhouse when we had a room. They said, what is the gangster supposed to sound like? You know what I'm saying? A snitch is a person who does a crime with their homeboy. And when they get caught, they say, hey, come on out, bro, they caught us. You know what I'm saying? They turn on their homeboy and do they shit. A rat is the motherfucker who will give information on anything. Like, if he knows anything that's going on in the street, which he does because he's out there active in the streets, or he privy to certain information, he'll just start telling on any and anybody that he can think of to get out of a situation. Feel me? So that's a snitch, that's a rat. You actually fall under the snitching situation. And this is why I say it. You and Yellow Boy pressed the line. Terrence Gangster Williams said that you put hands on Slim, Tech. So you pressed the line or whatever on some violent shit. Allegedly, nigga got their lick back. So you're involved in a feud with motherfuckers. And shit didn't go your way. And now you're out here putting information that can get niggas jammed up. Where if the shoe was on the other foot, you wouldn't like that shit. So you are, my nigga, like, you're probably, I guess you might say you a snitch, a rat, and a tattletale and shit. Because now you really just doing this shit for the view. For light, kicks and giggles.
Did no crime. Don't plan on committing no crime. I'm living life, educating myself, building my business, and just enjoying my family life. Feel what I'm saying? I see a lot of times y'all keep comparing me to Terrence Gangster Williams, but we are not the same. I promise you that.
Y'all damn sure not. Y'all damn sure not. Terrence Gangster wasn't a junkie that I know of. Also, that nigga was getting his get back, stepping on shit. And at the end of the day, my opinion is I don't really feel like what Gangster did was telling, because Lord knows, my nigga, if you my homie and we was in the street doing shit and I get knocked off and you got an opportunity to get from under some bodies or whatever and put all that shit on me and go home, you can put that shit on me. You should have did that in the first place if I was already dead. What's the point? Well, I'm in the grave. What are we protecting? My reputation? Oh, people got families out there. So what? You think man, come on, dog. That shit just be sounding like a loophole where they just want to see niggas stay in jail. For whatever reason. They gotta make a situation where niggas ain't good in the hood or whatever and shit. And, you know, I get to probably keep certain niggas off their ass. Cause niggas is like all the way 100 and shit. They go back to their trenches and all that. And, you know, wield that influence and shit. Might not even be on no legal shit, but they can just make it hard for you to be. But Yeah, man, it's not like that. Man. So, yo, you 100% right, bro. You not. You suck.
I haven't committed no crime and told on my co-defendant. I don't have a co-defendant because I haven't committed no crime. But back to these fools that's in my hood, you know, it's amazing to me because all y'all feel the same way that I feel, but y'all just too scared and y'all D-ride too hard to say what I said. You know, even though everything I said was alleged. And don't y'all forget that when y'all took a picture with these boys last year down there at Essence Fest, y'all blew the battery off my phone telling me how down bad he was. Now, if he was down bad, that means y'all feel how I felt, right? Am I tripping? Somebody tell me, get in the inbox, tell me if I'm tripping. But y'all blew my phone up telling me that little homie was down bad for taking a picture with them boys. But then now, since the internet calling me a rat is the cool thing to do right now, y'all roll with that like some ducks. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, right?
Yeah, but nigga, like, y'all showing up and doing a concert and, you know, letting shit be. And you getting on here actually implicating people in murders is two different things, dog. Like the fact that niggas don't even understand how this shit is completely different or whatever and shit, you must still be using the dope, nigga. What's fucking wrong with you, boy? This shit wild as hell, my nigga. Like, it ain't rocket science, my nigga. Like, you out here putting people's name and all kind of shit.
Now, all you gotta do is say Tech 9 in the title, and your views gonna go up. So if y'all being pimped by that, then go ahead, it's all good. But I'm gonna tell you, y'all phony. And from Napoleon all the way to the other side of all the way through Uptown, I need y'all to lose my number, boy, because y'all phony. Y'all don't stand on nothing. Y'all go against me because it's the cool thing to do right now.
But you don't stand on nothing. You don't stand on nothing, nigga. You ain't stand on nothing with your when your homie got smoked. You was somewhere leaning. Nodding out, probably drooling on yourself. Overdosing or whatever. Somebody probably had to put a little ice pack in between your legs and shit to wake you up again. Nigga. You know, like, nigga kill me, bro. Like, I tell you, a nigga who get clean off of that dope, and I don't even know if he all the way clean this shit. I mean, his weight look like it's up. He probably would have pawned that chain by now. But, nigga, super self-righteous and shit. Talk about lose your number and shit. Nigga probably been lost that shit when you caught that big, nigga.
But I need y'all to stay on that side. Lose my number. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't do none of that. Because y'all phony. Y'all blew my phone up when y'all took that picture. But then y'all sit there, ain't nobody come to my defense. All of y'all. I ain't messing with none of y'all. So don't even call my phone. I promise you, y'all phony. And for my little partner, Skip out the mouth. Man, I'm so surprised at you, dog. You, bro, we go back from the 80s, Pampers. You dig what I'm saying? And at the same time, you gonna lay there and jump on that bandwagon too? Man, I'm so surprised at you, bro. You know, the thing about me is, like I said, I'm a well-educated man, and my education continues as today. Keep going. So I ain't gonna even give you the liberty and say nothing negative about you. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you want me to do. So you done jump.
You're not gonna give it. You're an educated man. I'm not gonna give you the liberty. Liberty is not the word that you're looking for. Might say, not gonna give you satisfaction, or not gonna give you the attention. Not liberty. Liberty is like, you know, you allowing somebody or whatever to do something or whatever and shit. Like you can say, I'm not gonna give you the liberty to play with my intelligence or some shit. Like you can try to stretch it like that. But yeah, so much for you know, Mr. Educated. Spell needle, Mr. Educated.
On that train too. You want me to say something negative about you so you can have some bullets to put in your gun to say something about me on your next video. I love you, Skip. Now clip that and post about that. Make a post about Tech 9 saying he loved you. He still loved you despite you went against him and went with the in crowd and post about me and post negatively about me. Terrence Gangster Williams. Bro, I'm so sick of you, dog. You is very manipulative. You lie a lot. You know, while you telling all these lies on the internet, tell the people how when I first got out of jail and I did that interview with you. Yeah, I did do an interview with Terrence, but he put me in a trick bag. I didn't know he had the reputation that he has now. So I did do the interview, but tell the people what you asked me on the phone.
And so Mr. Educated got put in the trick bag again. So first, maybe put you in the trick bag because when you were getting high and negotiating your contract, you asked for a certain amount of money, a certain perks. You got them. And then you saw that, oh, with more money being made now, you want to get more money than you originally negotiated. And then when that didn't happen, or when, you know, niggas called you out on it, you say you were put in the trick bag. Now you're saying that you came home, saying all this shit about gangster, he a rat and he ain't nothing like him and shit like that, but then yet you went on this platform as soon as you came out of jail. And now he put you in the trick bag. Just like a fiend, bro. You know what I mean? Zero accountability. You can blame everybody for why you get high, why you fuck. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Prior to doing the interview. So do you remember asking me, you telling me that, hey man, the internet, they love drama, they love lies. So I'm gonna tell the people that me and you was about to have a shootout, but they had some kids out there and we decided not to do it. So I let you do your thing. I'm clueless. I'm 7 days out of prison for doing almost 7 years in jail. So I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, Mr. Educated, that means said the internet loves rumors and lies. I'm gonna tell them that we had a shootout. We were gonna have a shootout. There was kids out there. Tells you the lie, he tells you why he's gonna tell it. And then you tell him, go ahead and do your thing. You have no idea. Like, what did they have no idea about? Dumb nigga. This shit crazy.
Y'all pretty much kept me on point with the internet, but he didn't let me know about that part, about the lies. And you know, the internet love lies more than they like the truth. They entertain the lies. You know, so tell them about that, gangster. You know, I know you're gonna get on here and twist all that right back around like you normally do, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, man, since y'all, you know, uptown, you know, from one end of Uptown to the other one. I'm glad y'all turned y'all back on me. I'm glad y'all showed me who y'all really was. You dig what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm a Gemini introvert anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people like that anyway. I love being to my...
Then you have to be Gemini gang too, bro. We kicking you out the whip. I am. I kicked Kanye out the whip after the Cousin song. You gonna kick your ass out the telly.
Now I really don't have to. Y'all already know. I don't. Y'all, what the rumor is about me? Tech don't never answer his phone. Now you better believe I ain't gonna never answer it for you clowns. Now y'all turn on me like that, man. Come on, bruh. Y'all weak for that, man. Y'all weak. Y'all know y'all feel the same way, man. If y'all didn't feel the same way, y'all would never blew my phone up when y'all took the picture with them boys. Y'all fake, y'all phony, y'all scary. Stay out of my face. Don't text my phone. Don't call my phone. I don't need no friends. You dig what I'm saying? This is my friend right here. Good life, vacations, taking trips, spending money, enjoying money, and furthering my education. Thank y'all for chilling with me on this trip version of the porch. I love my real supporters. I love the people who stick with me and see it the way I see it. And I don't care how nobody else look at it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saying I should have slid and do that. Man, I'm not in the street no more, man. I'm OG status right now.
OG still handle their business. And also whatever shit, you was still in the streets or whatever when that shit happened. Talking about back then. You can move the goalposts wherever you want. You know what I'm saying? You know, some sucker shit. I think, you know, because allegedly you saying it was Bird and Birdman and Gangsta and Hot Weasel, formerly known as Psycho, put his name in the song. I think you scared of them niggas, and when you found out that's where it came from or whatever and shit, you got right back in line. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? You really just out here tainting the whole UNLV like legacy and shit, kinda. You know what I mean? Because it's just you and y'all left. I'm pretty sure if Yellow Boy being, you know, a fan favorite and him being the way, you know, even TURK described him, so really thugging like that and all that, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have put you over you dry snitching even if it was on the person who, you know, walked me down. So, yeah, man, Tech, in my opinion, my nigga, you still voted. But it is what it is. Get what you did. Next up, we got Gene Deal.
What was this?
So, yeah. So we got Gene Deal. Another clip of Art of Dialogue. I told y'all, Gene Deal is Gene Deal is like the Boosie or whatever and shit. Like Art of Dialogue. Like what Boosie is to Vlad, that's Gene Deal with Art. You know what I mean? Even worse. You could say Gene Deal is like what Wack has become. Like, cause it's like, don't really gotta be no validity to this shit. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Kind of like stir up and trigger people, start debates and shit, right? So basically, he's going in asking, he's going in after Art asked him why he wanted to see if, get the Rico thrown at. They get it.
Situation regarding the judge where his rules wasn't being followed. Can you give me the backstory behind that?
Bruh, that's how you knew the shit was foul. The head of the juror on the first day said, we have somebody in here that's not following your instructions. The judge was supposed to bring all them back in there and gave his instructions. But what he did was he sent them back in there and said, y'all deliberate again. He sent them back in there and said, y'all deliberate again. And then come back with a verdict. I said it.
Silly ass Gene. For a nigga who was law enforcement, we could build a whole prison. Like, we could create enough bricks and shit to build a whole prison with what you don't know. So, the juror who they had an issue with was juror number 6, and he got kicked off the jury before they went to deliberation. They couldn't reach a unanimous verdict on one of the charges. I want to say it's the sex trafficking or the RICO. It was re-explained to them. It was sent back to deliberate. If they became deadlocked, then the judge could take it upon himself, or there could be a mistrial, or, it's a shit that happened before that. But that's what happened. There's nothing uncommon. It's like that shit's happened in trial before, whatever and shit. And sometimes that's all it is. It's just a matter of further explaining the law. You get what I mean? So that they can figure out whether or not it's been charged with it. So nothing like groundbreaking happened. Just regular jury shit.
If they reach the verdict before the 4th, we ain't gonna get the racketeering, we ain't gonna get the RICO. So that person who didn't do it and wasn't following the rules and regulation and everything like that, they're probably one of the strongest jurors. And that's why they probably came out with the shit. They didn't follow the instructions of the judge.
No, dumb nigga. The prosecution didn't prove the fucking case. Bad Boy is not a racketeering, influence, corrupt organization or whatever. They don't make money from trafficking people and shit. Diddy is not a pimp that's sending people off to like have sex with strangers for money and then bring the money back to him. He's the John. He pays to fly people out so that he can have sex with them. He's the trick. And that's exactly what his ass got charged or got convicted of. Pertaining to both victims or whatever in the case. Because Cassie and Jane were the complaining witnesses. Everybody else was just giving like, was a character witness or something like that or whatever. Human evidence. But Cassie and Daphne, 50 baby mama and shit, they were the complaining witness. And so he was found guilty on the transportation shit. Your goofy ass just mad because you hate that nigga's guts and shit like that or whatever. And maybe with good reason, nigga. But you such a sucker out. All these lies, and every time you turn around to a new story, there's no fucking way, bro. Yo, you've been doing all the dialogue interviews probably longer than you was with Diddy. I'm gonna go back and verify that when I come back tomorrow. we're gonna see how long you been working with Diddy, and we're gonna see how long you've been doing these interviews, telling these lies on one platform. Cause now it's like, nigga, I would have been covered it all by now. It's not enough to tell you unless I'm gonna make some shit up. Fuck shit. Yeah.
Why you say we didn't get a RICO? You was hoping he got found guilty on the RICO?
Man, listen to me, bro. I don't know what's wrong with these new wave cats. That nigga could walk through hell with gasoline drawers on in my book. Man, I don't give a fuck about him. You understand? How you gonna care about a nigga that wish you dead? Just telling niggas, yo, if you see Gene, do dirt to him. And what I mean, we, the taxpayers, we the people went at him. We the people that form a more perfect union. When we hire these government,
you totally said nigga, he always trying to talk this tough ass shit or whatever and anything like that. Nigga, you let Biggie die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everything bad. You supposed to be security and shit. Meanwhile, or whatever and shit, girls getting beat up on your watch. Niggas get killed on your watch. People get extorted on your watch. All kind of shit. But you security. I know you was probably like a punk ass PO.
The people in here to do the job they supposed to do, they supposed to do the job of the people. If they brought them to court and they had charges on them, they were supposed to charge that motherfucker with all the charges they supposed to had on them. So they didn't. So anybody that's mad at me and give a you can love your enemies.
Nigga, he got charged with. So what would you want to be charged with? You want to be charged with Tupac murder? Biggie, nigga? Cause like, you got the call that it was a hit, you know what I mean, coming from Big. And you such a goof. If you did say something or whatever and shit, like, nigga don't even suck that.
That's you. Me and you different.
What you think about Cassie asking the judge not to give Diddy a bail?
How do I feel about Cassie asking the judge not to give him bail? She has every right. She has every right. Listen here, bro. I heard Cassie getting a lot of flack on the internet right now. And I heard guys and people saying that she's a co-conspirator. She wanted it. She orchestrated it, the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm one of them. I said the Diddy is the John Gotti baby oil, Cassie is Stanley Obama. You know what I'm saying? Like Samantha Obama.
Half the thing, she was part of it. I even know that, and I'm hearing that guys are saying she was victimizing them also.
Oh yeah, you know
I don't
what?
know how you can victimize.
It is a dude, I believe, that's actually trying to sue Cassie for, basically doing the same thing like this. Basically, it's a male sex worker trying to sue Cassie for the same thing that Cassie sued Diddy for.
Well, you can, I guess. A prostitute, if they coming to have sex and they coming to being a prostitute, I guess you can. They could be victimized if somebody 109 pounds wet beat you up or whatever like that. I guess you could be victimized on that. I don't even know, bro. But
it's still like, see, this is the whole thing I'm saying. Like, I really, you know what? nobody even had to do anything. When you look at a nigga like that, you just know whatever, like, one of your intestines finna fuck up out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like real aggy or whatever and shit with niggas today. But yeah, like, fuck it, G. Next up, got another nigga on Art Dialogue.
Speak.
Damon Didash. So, I don't know what happened with this. We're gonna watch. But apparently it said that he walked out of interview and responded to 50 Cent claiming he disrespected.
In the 50, I seen an interview where he was telling the story about how he signed a deal for $1 million, and you made a comment about it saying that he was telling the story about how he signed a deal for $1 million, and you made a comment about it saying that $1 million is not no real money.
No. I wasn't speaking to him at all. I did an interview on MTV, and I was trying to warn artists that if you get $1 million, don't think it's gonna just, that it's real money. It's not. I was telling them that the taxes takes half, a car, clothes, blah, blah, blah. I broke it down. So, I wanted people to learn from, my experiences. So I think when he got $1 million, I don't know if he saw that and it hurt his feelings. He took it as offensive. That's come insecurity. Most people.
Nah, nigga, you took a slick shot because I covered this shit. You know what I'm saying? You definitely, whatever, was trying to take a slick shot at the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it backfired. You know what I mean? Because he said what he said on $1 million worth of game. You know what I mean? It's like he doesn't have like $1 million now. Like, you know what I mean? And then you went on the back and forth with that nigga and shit, and that's when your teeth fell out your mouth. That's when your teeth fell out your mouth and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh. I wonder if that's why you got the thing on. Grill was on that.
Took that as a thank you, but I can assure you right now in this moment, if you ask him if $1 million is a lot of money for the lifestyle he's leading, I don't think he would say it is. Especially if he's, I'm not looking at another man's pockets, but I don't think anyone that has, $1 million of bills a year would ever think $1 million is a lot of money. And if he.
And on top of that, 50 deal wasn't just $1 million. I believe he had like a bonus or some shit like that. Not to mention the watch or whatever that he ended up getting on content, some shit. That motherfucker was worth $750,000 or some shit. So I mean, like, hey, listen, check this out. He got that shit, and within a year, he was up 80. Had to figure out what to do with all the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine, like, yo, you leave home, you had an $800 a month apartment or some shit, and you come back and you got 80 million. You know what I'm saying? So while you were sitting here talking about a nigga deal or trying to be slick about it, think, because for one, you're sitting here talking about $1 million deal. Who else closed $1 million deal at that time? Back and forth with 50 and Jay. And you kind of, they saying that Dame, you wanted to kind of be Puff. In fact, based on the pictures of who you were with at that Diddy party where Aaliyah was at, and you was with the white girl, we can assume or whatever, because your relationship with the white girl ended, you know what I mean, around that time. I forget her name. But your relationship with the white girl ended that time. You got with Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, my nigga, like, he's a fishy nigga. And then that's also interesting because that would be around the time that I think Diddy had 50 writing for him. And Jay shit had already happened. Yeah, it's not connected, y'all.
Doesn't have $1 million worth of bills in. What is he working so hard for?
So you and 50 cool right now? Because I know y'all got an up and down relationship. And he did show you love a few weeks ago on his social media, so.
Hey, yo. There ain't no up and down relationship. He said something, and I said something back. But, you know, a lot of that is like, I think, strategic, algorithm. But I'm not going to knock, you know, I don't have a problem with him. I actually appreciated that he said my companies, and he actually was like, yo, go over there. Like, none of my friends or people that I've helped have ever done that. So I don't think, and I hear things, I don't think anyone owes me any money or any help. I just think they should match the energy that I gave them. So it doesn't cost $1 to post something on your Instagram or your Twitter. Just do that. You understand what I'm saying? But 50 actually did it. Regardless of what context he said it in, you know, I'm a guy that likes to play. I joke, pause. So if he wants to snap, to me, that's easy work for me. But also,
you know why I have a hard time, why like Damon Dash, like content and interviews got so hard to watch, and kind of why I started staying away from like Matt Hopper shit and all that or whatever. As a New Yorker, bro, one thing I hate more than anything is politics. And especially whatever, because people be overbearing with that shit, like particularly on like the internet, like app like Clubhouse and all that shit. Because it's like, to me, the pause has always been a pause in itself. Like, we're sitting here having a regular ass conversation about some shit that's not even sexual. And then somebody says something, and he's just like, hey, yo. Now it makes me think like, bro, are we sitting here having this normal ass conversation? Are you sitting over here thinking about dick, nigga? The fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? And then what's weird is how normal it is. Like, niggas don't even see the problem with that shit. That's hella spooky to me, bro. That's why I kind of, when I be on that shit, I be fucking with, certain people and shit, but like, I be really trying to stay away from like these rapper rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas fucking weird. Like, you really over here having eggplant thoughts and shit, nigga. We over here talking about boxing or, street shit, and you sitting here taking terminology. I was on the shit, I think, yesterday, and we were talking about how people calling you with like weird ass hours or whatever and shit for a favor, or they need help with this or that or whatever and shit. Whether it be a homeboy, homegirl, or girlfriend, or whatever, right? But just calling in the wee hours of the morning. I'm like, well, I said, depending on the relationship, I said it depends on the call. You know what I mean? At the time, if somebody called me, I said, for some bullshit, I had to come outside to see what's going on and all this other shit, and it's some bullshit, I'm taking something from wherever like I go at. You know what I'm saying? Now, in my mind, because I don't be sitting here having these rainbow thoughts and shit like that, I'm just like, yo, motherfucker call me out the house, yo, bro, I need you to come and like hold me down, like, yo, motherfuckers out here wilding and blah, blah, blah. I come out there and it's some bullshit. I'm gonna be on some shit like, hey, yo, bro, hey, you got the weed? Hey, bro, you got to, like, I'm taking something from whoever called me out of the comfort of my own home and shit like that for some bullshit in the street. And this nigga gonna be like, hey, yo, pause, like, pause what, man? Like, what the fuck are you over there thinking about? Fucking weirdos, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be on to shit, man. No rap friends. New t-shirt coming soon. I'm bringing the t-shirts back. You know what I'm saying? No rap friend. Nigga is hella weird. Fucking Dame Dash. I blame this nigga because supposedly his crew is the one that started that bullshit. And no homo. I hated that one. I hated that one, nigga. I was actually happy when they came up with pause because I got tired of hearing like no homo shit. Cause like Jadakiss said, a real man ain't never gotta stay no homo.
To me, like, he's a different kind of businessman than I am. Like, and it ain't no disrespect to him, but like, you know, he works with the system a lot. I don't. I use my own money. I don't know what he do, but I don't use their money. I like to own my content. You know, he has a fast channel. I distribute fast channels. You know, I have a whole network with like, you know, ad tech and shit like that. It's a different language, but also have an album out. You know, and I was challenging, like, let's do the music. Let's do the clothes.
Bro, dang, stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. You're not competing with 50 Cent. You're not. You understand what I'm saying? By the time 50 was in the game, it was already over. Jay-Z started writing on the wall because the same year 50 came out is the same year that nigga retired. And Jay was one of my favorite rappers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, before the Nas shit and after. You know what I mean? He was right up there with Nas. So they stopped not competing with 50 Cent. Here's the thing about it. 50 Cent works within the system because the system actually wants to work with 50 Cent. Whatever it is, however you was rocking, when you was in them buildings and shit, they don't like you. Now maybe them not liking you is justified. Maybe they are just, you know, hating on you because you was letting your nuts hang and shit. You were a black man and all this other shit, and you know that shit made me uncomfortable. But apparently, your partner thought that you were a liability. Your main partner. And really, that partner was the whole company. Because Rockefeller Records, yeah, take property, niggas like beans, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, whatever, right? Cool. But Jay-Z is Rockefeller Records. Cameron, I think, is the only other person on Rockefeller outside of Kanye to have like a platinum record. So that's that. Far as the TV network, bro, like, I mean, you had the shows, like, I guess you have a bunch of movies that you made up there, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, you know, it goes to that whole thing of owning 100% of nothing. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure people tap into whatever and shit because it is annoying as, like, some of Dame's rhetoric has become over the years, because when he first started talking that shit, when he was, oh man, what was the dude? He used to sit on the couch with the nigga. Like he was like a barber or something. He used to sit on the couch and he used to talk all this independence ownership shit or whatever. And I was rocking with him. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened in that little time, you know what I mean, that I was gone, you know, doing my bid, but like by the time I came out, bro, this shit was just tired. You know what I mean? Now it just sounds like outlandish and satire and shit. But
let's do the movies. I'm a creative these days, but I'm also a businessman. But the thing that's been bothering me the most is the reason why anybody cares who I am and about my bills should be because of my music acumen, right? Because of what I've done in music, right? So when I put out an album, I don't understand, and it's a rock and roll album with a Rockefeller with live instruments. I don't hear anybody talking really about that other than me. Like, I thought it was about the creativity. So even if it's to like,
yeah, but only when what you create is good. Not really creating anything good. Like, you're creating, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not, you know, he creates some shit, but it's the you attached to it. Like, cause now the narrative that you try spinning and all of this other shit or whatever, but it just gets like tired. Nobody want to hear that shit. Like, I really want to see what triggered you to walk off in mid-interview and everything like that or whatever, but I'm kind of annoyed with, like, hearing your commentary on life.
you know, I had this conversation with Londell. He owns The Source. He's a black man the other day. And I'm like, yo, it's The Source magazine. Like, y'all posting shit about my bills, but you're not posting. Pause. You're not posting about the music. And that's really where I want to hear the judgment. And I feel like, when did it become more about my bills?
The Source is a hip-hop magazine. You just said you made a rock and roll album. Why the fuck with The Source or whatever and shit, you made a rock and roll album? Especially from a nigga who always bragging and talking about how you're not in the music business no more. I'm super aggy, whatever and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's just I've been hearing sucker shit all like a week, bro. Like shit making my skin crawl. Like everybody complaining, bitching about shit. You know what I'm saying? Why you not posting me? Why you not posting me? You're posting about my bills. You're not posting about my music. It's in music. I'm a creative. Shut the fuck up, bro. Go in the house. Have Rachel Roy design some dresses or something like that or whatever. Start something else or whatever. Your face on the front of it. Because if you notice, all the businesses or whatever that go on and they accumulate like these $50 million thing or whatever, you're never the talent. You're administrator. I'll give you that. You're good at that. You're so good at it or whatever that you were getting people shit that they didn't even deserve. Anytime that you have to be the face of the product, bro, people treat that shit like it's radioactive.
Gossip, then the creativity. I literally, I was talking to Daytwan because he took the pictures. He was there at the time. He worked for Vibe, and Vibe is owned by the same people that own Billboard. I forgot their names. He connected me to them. They didn't even write about it. That's where I'm like, what the fuck is this? We're just all gossip now? Everyone's wearing a skirt? No one cares about the creativity anymore? Like, I don't understand. So, as I was saying, like, I did an album with Freeway, with Cash, who's like the best guitar player on the planet. And maybe because people don't understand doing something different, but at 54, I feel like I should be doing something different. I just don't hear nobody talking about it. I'm singing in a fucking album and no one's saying a word. That seems intentional to me. But it should be about the music. You know? I'm surprised. It's like, even you, like, you're not, like, yo, you got a new album out? Blah, blah, blah. Have you listened to it?
No, I haven't heard it yet. I'm gonna get to it though.
Well, let's take a break. I need, no. I need you to download it. So let's take a break. And, you know, we on the ranch, chill out, listen to the album, and I'd like to hear your take on it. I'll be back. I'll smoke a joint. Just download it. It's called 365. But you can't have a... So listen to it. But I would listen to it so you could ask me questions about it, not after. But I'm going to go smoke a joint. And take this fucking thing off my thing.
Oh, that was worse than I thought. Jeez. Yo, man, what a fall from grace. This was Dame Dash, nigga. Like, y'all don't understand, my nigga. This is the guy, whatever, and shit that G-checked Kevin Lyles called Death Jam a quarter water. And was standing on it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he had the track record, it was moving. But the whole thing about it was this: Dame Dash was able to be Dame Dash and be untouchable, as long as still paying attention to what mattered to his crew. And I think at some point he got so caught up in that bullshit, he forgot that, like, bruh, I'm only this strong of a boss, and I have an amazing crew. Once you start making moves that start making the other generals look like they're going to throw you off of the ship, now you done put the crew in position where they got to switch or they got to pick sides. And the thing about it is, yeah, bro, you were a good leader, you know, in certain aspects, but you weren't the base. You weren't the bad. Jay-Z was the bad. That's why they think it's there. Okay, so make another hole. That was almost 18 years ago. He said, make another hole. Now, I'm pretty sure Freeway is gonna do his thing like he always do on any album and anything like that. And Freeway is just a loyal nigga and anything like that. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna come through for Dame like how he come through for Jay. He'll probably come through for Big too if Big call. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dog, like that's my spill on that. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. But Dame and that shit, bro. I think Dame is burnt out. Hate to see it, but that's just what it is. But that's our show for today. You know what I'm saying? It's almost 11 o'clock. We did good. We started on time today. We're gonna end on time. You know what I mean? We ain't go over. And yeah, man, you know, I was properly prepared this week. You know what I mean? So, we'll be back tomorrow, man. Jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about any of this that we discussed today. I didn't get to post any of the little short form videos and everything like that yesterday. I still got something to chop up, you know what I mean? So yeah, definitely look for more video content dropping. The joint I did on Poetic Flacco, you know, fake news and everything like that, that shit going up. Shout out to everybody who watched that. And like I said, I had to push the project back. Still waiting on mixes to get done and all of this other shit. So that'll probably be coming probably by end of next week. You know what I'm saying? I'll have that. And gonna have some fun, man. I'm gonna looking to do some giveaways and all of that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Like I said, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you really mind with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you be safe. It's your boy Daylight TV. I'm out.